Jai Gurudev children. Are you all ready? You're wondering why? Yes, quickly pack your bag with water bottle, some snacks, cap, and also wear comfortable footwear. Okay, we are going on a field trip. There are few instructions that you need to follow. You have to be in a line. You cannot move away. Okay, apart from this, keep your eyes wide open. Keep observing things around you. And also your ears. You must be able to hear the feeble sound, and your nose alert enough to smell everything. It will be a beautiful journey, I'll promise you that. Done? Children, how was the walk to the river? Breathtaking, right? Yes. You play the video again, and this time keep all your senses alert enough to explore or discover Mother Nature. Okay? You might run into some animals over there, like rabbits or deer. You may see all kinds of bugs. Okay? And you can listen to the little sweet birds chirping, the water, the music of the water flowing. You will really enjoy it. Play the video again and see. Spending time in nature is something like sleeping on your mother's lap. Nature is our mother, children. As much as time possible, please spend it with nature. You will feel so peaceful and relaxed. The closer to nature, the closer to your mother. Mother Nature is the home for all the animals. The trip doesn't end here. We need to visit a lotus pond. Come, let us go there. The lotus pond is across the river. How do we cross this river? A river is a large flowing water body that empties itself in the sea. That means river flows into the sea. Okay, look at the force. Oh my God, how to cross this river? Do you have any idea, children? Think quickly, how to cross? You are thinking about boats. There are only two over here. How to cross the river? Wow, look at this wooden bridge, children. This will definitely help us to cross the river. Come, let's all go and see the lotus pond. Look at this bridge, children. Wow, it is made of small stones, small rocks actually, cement. It looks very strong and sturdy. I think this is meant for vehicles. Vehicles can cross the river using such bridges, isn't it? Finally, we reached the lotus pond. Wow, such beautiful flowers. Look at the leaves, children. Oh my God, they are really huge, no? And they are floating on water. Look this side, children. There are pink lotus over here. Wow, what a pleasant sight. Whenever we see lotus, what comes to our mind? Who will generally have lotus? Think quickly. Yes, our god and goddesses. Lakshmi, Vishnu. Whenever you see the photographs of these god and goddesses, observe, they will surely have lotus in their hand. It's a sacred flower. Look at this pond, children. Try comparing with the river that we saw earlier. What are the differences that you can see? Yes, in the river you could see the water flowing, but over here it is standing still. In this pond you can see that it is covered with land on all the sides. But in the river the either sides are covered with land. The pond you see in this picture is a natural pond which has happened naturally. The pond that you see in this picture is a man-made pond. Here they have dug up the ground and created a pond by filling water into it. Later on they have decorated it with big rocks. We know what a river is and also what a pond is. But what about this water body that we can see in this picture? What is it? This picture will give you the clarity. We can see waves. Where can we see the waves, children? Where have you come across? You might have gone to beach, right? What could you see there? Waves. What is that water body called? Ocean. Ocean is a very large water body. Children, when you had gone to beach, have you tasted the water? Yes. How is it? Salty, isn't it? Yes, ocean water is salty, but not the river and the pond water. River water is very sweet. It's not exactly sweet. We can say it is tasteless. Many animals like dolphin, shark, turtle, fishes live in ocean. Now take out your Gulmohar Language for Life book. In that, lesson number 3 talks about a walk to the river. Come, let us read that. Open page number 17, lesson number 3. A walk to the river. And you need to point the finger to the sentence in your book. Okay, children? It is a bright and sunny morning. Kapil and his uncle are going for a walk to the river. Good morning, uncle. Hello, Kapil. Good morning, Abu. Hello, Abu. Where are you going? We are going to the river. Uncle, can I come with you? Yes, you can, Abu. Thank you. I will go and tell my mother she is at home. Look, the water is shining in the sunlight. The water is very clean. I can see the pebbles on the riverbed. Do you see that bridge? It is very old, but it is very strong. Look, there is a bus on the bridge. Uncle, where does the bus go? It goes to Sevapur. Uncle, can you please take us to Sevapur? Sure, we can go on Sunday. Thank you, Uncle. Children, now that we read the lesson, let us try to understand. You keep looking at the pictures and listen to my explanation. So, one bright and sunny morning, Kapil and his uncle are going for a walk to the river. Soon, Kapil sees Abu. Who is Abu? He is Kapil's best friend. Yes. Seeing Kapil and his uncle, Abu greets them and asks them where are they going. Kapil tells him that they are going to the river. Even we went to the river, right? In the previous slides. Yes. Apu also wants to join them. He asks uncle if he can join him. Uncle says, yes, you can, Abu. Abu says, just wait for a minute, please. I will go home, inform my mother, and then come and join you. This is one of the good qualities of a child, isn't it? Wherever you go, it is very important for you to inform your parents, take their permission, and then go. Children, you too please follow this. Even if you are going to play with your friend, even in your neighborhood, please inform your parents. Okay? Then what happens? When they reach the river bank, they stand near the river. The sunlight falls on the water and makes it sparkle. When the bright sunlight falls on water, the water starts shining, reflecting the sun rays. That's why it looks so shiny. Okay, children? Then what happens? The water is so clear that the pebbles on the river bed can be seen. Where did we see these pebbles? Even we saw that, right? Remember? Yes, I took two stones, that is two pebbles. Pebbles means small stones, children. I took it from the river bed and showed you. The edges weren't sharp. Did you observe that? It was smooth enough because the water is flowing continuously on those sharp stones and it has made it smooth and round. Pointing to the bridge, uncle shows to the children. Look there, children. That bridge is very old, but it is still very strong. Kapil also sees a bus passing over the bridge. Kapil asks uncle, Uncle, where is that bus going? Uncle says, the bus is going to Sevapur. Sevapur is on the other side of the river. So to reach Sevapur, we need to cross the river. So what is the option over here? Bridge. They have a big old bridge which is very strong, and even a bus can go on that. Abbu and Kapil also wish to travel in travel in that bus and cross the river to reach Sevapur. So they ask Kapil's uncle. Uncle says, "Yes, surely I can take you, but not now. Next Sunday I shall take you." Abbu and Kapil are very happy. They thanked Kapil's uncle. So, how was the story, children? You all liked it? The journey to the river was good? I hope you all enjoyed today's class. That's it for today. See you in next class. Jai Gurudev.